Hey, I wanted to do a story time on how I started modeling. So, I know that I always wanted to model. Like, I've always modeled since I was little, but like, I wanted to start taking it seriously. So, when I was 12, me and my mom just kept looking up agencies, like how to avoid getting scammed. Agencies around us. We was in Indianapolis. Um, just kept applying to every single one. But the problem was some asked for money, which at the time we were like, we don't care about the money. Some were like had a waiting list or whatever. It was always something. And then finally the one that I applied to was John Casablancas. So here's the story on how I started modeling there. So when I first got to this agency, it was like real professional. Everybody was like so nice and stuff, welcoming. The day that I went was the audition day. Like, I didn't go see the place before. It was actually when I started going, I lived far from it. Like, I lived really far, so we had went like really early, so I was the first person there. The auditions were like 3 hours long. Stayed the whole time, obviously. First we had to recite a monologue. Watch this video on how to memorize them. Yeah, we have to recite a monologue, and it was really easy. I remember mine. It was something about a Kit Kat. Need a break. I'm not gonna do it. It's embarrassing, but I did mess up on mine. So once we got in the lines, memorized our monologues, now it was time for the modeling part, which was while I was there. Like, of course, acting was always in the back of my head, but at the time I was 12, I was like, no, I want to model. So I had on flats, black leggings, and a white shirt. My hair was in 2 ponytails. I'm just showing y'all like exactly the visuals of everything. I had a coat on. They told me I had to take it off, so I took it off for the acting part when I recited my monologue. When I was on the runway, I promise you, I walked out the runway with my coat on like this. Like, just dumb, but like, this is my first time ever on the runway. This is my first time on the runway auditioning, let's say that. So I was like, I don't know how I'm supposed to do anything. I didn't know how I was supposed to walk, that I was supposed to look up. I didn't know that right, left, like left, right. No, none of that. I just walked back. I meant forwards. I didn't even walk back. They had to tell me to walk back. It was really embarrassing. But this was how my audition. So at the end of the audition, it had said you will either get an A, which means you were perfect, we want you. A B, which means you were bad, but we can use you, there needs to be effort done. Or a C, no, which means basically you either didn't get contacted or they told you flat out, no, we don't want you, try again. So I got a B, which I thought I was gonna get a C, and I actually thought they weren't gonna contact me at all. They told me that they liked me. Okay, I'm gonna use names. Jonathan Joseph told me that he believed in my like potential because my acting was good. It was just I messed up on one word. I was 12. I never had recited a monologue before. And then for the modeling part, he said my walk was good. It was more of my confidence wasn't there. So he gave me a chance. Okay, so this was on the phone when he said all of this. I got called back in person. Was it like the next day? Oh, I don't remember that far back. It was like, I know it was that week that I had went back to the agency. I had to sign a contract within a certain amount of time, or basically I wasn't able to go. The problem with this was so there's no NDA, so it's not like I'm speaking on something that I can't. I had to pay $3,000, which should have been alarming, which it wasn't, because of course this is my first agency I'm signing to, so I'm just like, whatever. And plus they were a mother agency, so it wasn't like they were tricking me to like, okay, we're gonna get you jobs. No, they're just a mother agency for whenever I need training. I can go back anytime. So they did train me. It was good training classes. We did freeze modeling, improv, makeup classes, runway classes, master classes. Like, it was good. We interacted with each other. I loved going in person, but then coronavirus came. I'm in the basement, y'all. Ignore the noise. After coronavirus, we had to go online, which was very stupid, and I kind of, like, my shift changed. I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I got on the Zoom every day. Half the time my camera wasn't on. I wasn't participating. They called on me, but whatever. I just stopped caring. But being me, I continue to, like, do modeling and stuff. Like, I continue to have photo shoots. I still have photo shoots. Like, at the time, like, I was still doing photo shoots, but I wasn't engaged in my agency. I was still doing acting, still auditioning. I got on sites, Actors Access, Backstage, but was I caring about my agency? No. So overall, I'm not really here to bash my agency, but I am. Don't go to them. Don't sign to an agency. Freelance. That's really the moral of this story. How I started was, I did start with the foundation of an agency, but it really didn't help me land any jobs. So I say, don't waste your money, don't waste your time. If you want to model, act, whatever it is in the entertainment industry, just freelance. Like, I'm sorry, but networking is way better than paying. Go talk to people, look on the internet, but don't go to a foundation, a facility where they tell you that they're gonna do this, because 9 times out of 10 they're not. They just want the money. Another one, 99 agency, scam. They will help you. They're not going to give you any jobs. They want money. Okay. But yeah, that was really how I started modeling in the first place.